Another news tonight, while two men are celebrating freedom after being released from prison after more than 20 years behind bars. The release is reopening painful wounds for the victim's family, who still believe the two men to be guilty. Donna Meagher was kidnapped from a family-owned casino in Montana City and killed west of Helena in 1984. Donna's brother and daughter are finally speaking out about the ruling and the recent vacation of the case, remembering her as compassionate, hardworking, and a good person. MTN's Dennis Carlson reports her loved ones are trying to cope with the loss and fear they're still dealing with.
They know what they did. They know exactly what they did. And they sure shouldn't be out breathing fresh air.
It's really hard on a family. I mean, it's a tough deal.
Donna Meagher's family still believe Fred Lawrence and Paul Jenkins are guilty of murder.
I think the biggest thing is everybody knows what a tragic event it was, but a lot of people actually weren't here like 25 years ago. I mean, it brought up a lot of memories, of course. I mean, everybody's emotional about it and stuff. And because we saw him like 25 years ago, and I mean, our hopes were that that we'd never have to see him again.
Despite a single sample of DNA evidence that places another suspect at the scene of Donna's death, her family says there is more evidence that places Lawrence and Jenkins at the Jackson Creek Saloon the night Donna was kidnapped and beaten to death.
Lawrence and Jenkins actually both wore gloves. We have several witnesses that actually went past the Jackson Creek on the night of the homicide and placed Lawrence and Jenkins' vehicles out front in the early morning hours.
The evidence is there. I mean, I don't know how, just because of a little bit of DNA and a law that was put into place lets them walk the streets.
After more than 20 years, Lawrence and Jenkins are free, but Donna Meagher's family is still in prison, held there by pain and loss.
A lot of Donna's stories have stayed with us over the years. My younger kids and grandkids who actually weren't even born then, I mean, we just tell stories about her, and it's like everybody knows her and still never even met her even, I mean, the type of gal she was.
She would have given them that money. It never had to be as bad as it was.
Now Donna's family is left with only memories of a woman who held her family together and would do anything for anyone.
She was a good person. She was my mom.
And a very hard worker and always wanted to help somebody out, I mean, very compassionate about her family, and it's left a huge hole in our family.
Donna's memory keeps her family together. Her memory also helps them cope with a fear born 2 decades ago that still haunts them today.
My kids are young. They're 8 and 12. Mostly they're scared. They always ask me, like, are you going to get murdered when you go to work today?
As for the future, Donna's family want another trial for Lawrence and Jenkins.
Jenkins should have never been able to walk out on prosthetic legs out in the open. They should still be locked up. They're animals.
In Helena, Dennis Carlson, MTN News.
Now, how the rest of this case will play out could be determined over the next few weeks. The DNA found at the crime scene matched that of David Wayne Nelson, who is already in prison for murder. We'll continue to track this